Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable Madden and 2K coins on the market. And of course, do not forget to use code Ferdy for 5% off. A link for their website is at the top of the description. Today, we are ranking all 32 theme teams here in Madden 23. And this year, theme teams are not as relevant as they have been in years past. In years past, you were able to run maybe even 2 theme teams at once with 25-25 and still get that +1 speed. This year, you need 40 out of 50 chems for +1 and then 50 out of 50 for +2. But most likely, if you're watching this video, you already know that. So before we get started, the Legends theme team is not going to be on this tier list, but just know they are number 1. Thankfully, you can only get 40 out of 40 for +1 speed on this team. But I'm not even sure why this is in the game. I'm not sure why the Legends theme team's even a thing. I don't know. It could be, so people spend money on the game, and the people that are, the high-end spenders are gonna, want to chase every single card that comes out. That could be the reason for it. I do think that actually is the reason for it. But yeah, Legends theme team is exactly what it sounds like it is. All the players that are, are retired and not in the league anymore get this chem basically. So yeah, it's super broken. Thankfully, like I said, they can only get +1 speed, but still it is super good because usually the Legends players are the high-end cards in this game. So a super nasty theme team, and if you want to build it full bore, it's going to cost you 26 million. So there you go. The Legends theme team, though, I do think is number 1, obviously, because they're just super broken. Okay, so the plan today is to basically just cover all the B team theme teams, all the A tier theme teams, and all the S tier theme teams. Those are the teams that we're going to be going over today. If you have any questions about any of the teams lower on the tier list, drop a comment down below, of course, but that is what we're going to be doing today. So getting started with the 49ers theme team. They're good, and the 49ers theme team right now is not that great for what you'd expect out of a 49ers theme team. If you've been playing this game since Madden 20, really, they've been dominant, and right now they really are lacking. Yes, they have some names like Rod Woodson, Nick Bosa, but corners are not that good. Their number 1 corner is 5'9". Like, that's not what you'd expect. But guys like Dion are coming. Usually they are super good because a lot of the Legends players are Niners as well. That's just kind of how it works. But they have Randy, they have Joe. Crabtree's pretty solid. Raheem's got good speed. So yeah, they have some things. And when it comes to ranking these theme teams, I do rank the theme teams that have good corners and good safeties as well as good receivers, running backs, over teams that might have a deep offensive line or good pass rushers, because adding +1 or +2 speed to those safeties or corners or receivers or running backs have a lot more value, as well as scrambling quarterbacks too, which I guess not many teams have a guy like Mike Vick or whenever the next Kyler Murray upgrade or Lamar Jackson upgrade. Not many teams have that. So I do value that over offensive line, linebackers, and stuff like that. So we are going to throw, like I said, the Niners theme team here at B tier and kind of work our way up. The next team up is the Seahawks. So the Seahawks offensive line isn't that great. You probably it's going to be tough to run them 50-50. But if you are watching this, in maybe 2 weeks from when this video comes out, I'm going to try to drop more, frequent theme team updates, which I'll be able to do because we're kind of getting into the better content part of the year. Right now, this game's in an awful spot, so if you are looking to build a theme team, I probably wouldn't do it right now. But right now, this game's just in a god-awful spot. I cannot fathom that enough. But hopefully, with Team Diamonds and Most Feared coming, usually the trajectory of this Madden, we'll be able to see what kind of game it'll be when Most Feared comes out. But yeah, the Seahawks theme team got some good upgrades. They got Marshawn, they got Edrin, they got DK. Outside of that, it's got some tough holes. They have Tariq Woolen, which I like, and Cam Chancellor. So you have a bunch of cards you are going to use, as well as having some pretty good pass rush guys like Dwight Freeney, John Randall. So if you do build this team 40-40 or 40-50, I think it's actually worth it because you're getting a good running back. You're getting a top tier receiver with +1 speed. Noah Fant has some pretty decent speed, 85 speed for a tight end, not bad, but most likely you're going to have a guy like, Dave Casper or someone like that. So, yeah, and also defensively, you have Tariq Woolen, Cam Chancellor. So, a pretty good team, a pretty solid team. I don't know if, I usually rank the theme teams left to right as to who I think is better. That's usually, I mean, on the tier list videos, I usually go left to right, which, and I kind of rank them in their tiers. In this video, it's really not like that. They're just kind of tiered instead. So you could throw, I think they're definitely a B tier theme team because they have a good secondary. They're probably going to get some pretty good cornerback upgrades. They usually do. They already have a good running back, already have a top tier receiver. They're very close to being an A tier to S tier theme team. They're super close. So next team up is the Bills theme team. And if you are a Bills fan or run a Bills theme team, you know this is unlikely because the Bills theme team is cheated every single year. They're never really good. They never really are. This year, it looks to be different in the way that, the seasons that Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs are having. They're going to get a good upgrade. But you already have Andre Reed, who's a pretty top tier receiver. I think I had him at like A tier yesterday. So if you can add speed to him, he goes into that S tier conversation. Robert Woods, good archetype. Getting him a speed boost is super nice. You have Ryan Fitzpatrick. You have Marshawn Lynch. You have a good tight end. Offensive line, it's usable. You could run some cheats there. On defense, you got Stephon Gilmore. You got Elam. You got Poyer. You got Micah Hyde. You got Von Miller, Tremaine Edmonds, Kiko Alonso, Bruce Smith. A really good team right now is what the Bills are. They're really solid all around. Hopefully, I don't know where their next corner upgrade is going to come from. I really don't. But Stephon Gilmore, 88 speed, still okay for now. But, these safeties are good. The pass rush is good. The playmakers are good. They're good now. They're only going to get better. You have Fitzmagic. You have Bledsoe. You're going to get a Josh Allen upgrade soon. Marshawn. It's just a really good team. Tight end-wise, you're good with Dawson and Tremaine Edmonds. You're really just good all around if you're rocking a Bills team. And like I said, this is not normal for the Bills theme team. Usually they are cheated. They never get upgrades like this, especially to start a year like this. This is pretty crazy. But team of the week and them being good in the NFL. They were good last year too. They were still cheated, but they're definitely B tier. The one concern I would say is the corners. I don't know where they're going to be getting more upgrades from. I don't. But they're just so good everywhere else where they have to be a B tier theme team in my opinion. Okay, so the next team we have is the Patriots theme team, and they're always usually good. I would say a pretty safe bet is running a Patriots theme team, and you should be okay. They always get good upgrades. They have two quarterback options right now. You got Plunkett, you got Drew Bledsoe. They have the same release. One gets fearless, one doesn't. One gets set feet, one doesn't. So, you can kind of pick who you want to run. How do I open it? Oh, I just gotta click view on database, right? I just hit this right here. So yeah, Plunkett, you have your options at quarterback. Doesn't get set feet, but if you're not a set feet guy like me, then maybe you want to just go Plunkett. Maybe you do because he does get fearless, which is, I think, one of the better abilities in the game right now. Kind of eliminates the whole under pressure aspect of passing, which I like. But you have a good running back. You have 88 speed Cordero Patterson. You have Ocho Cinco, who has 88 speed, but on a theme team's nice because you can boost him. He gets discounted red zone threat. I like this card a lot. Maybe not on a theme team. I don't like him as much, but on a theme team, definitely a nice card. You have Brandon Cooks, 87 speed. Randy Moss, 87 speed. Aguilar. You have good receiver options here. Hunter Henry. Most likely, though, you're running a guy like Dave Casper. The offensive line's always super nice. On defense, you have Revis. You have Gilmore. You have Cordero Patterson over the top. Good pass rush. Good linebackers. They're without question. I think you might be able to debate this as an A tier theme team. They're so well rounded that I think they are A tier. They are just so well rounded, and I usually don't factor in potential too much, but they have a good potential because they've if you look at their history, they are always a good theme team. So not a bad theme team to switch to, and I've been kind of looking at the price tags. They're one of the cheaper options. Revis, his price is falling every single day. So yeah, I think he's at $850 right now, which is pretty good. But a pretty good theme team to switch to, I think. Pretty good theme team. The next team up is the Packers theme team. So look at the price, $7 million. Offensive line, they're good. They got two, LTD linemen, so that's why their price is up. But I think if you're gonna run this team or try to get them 50-50, you're gonna need at least to try to get one of these guys, which is it might be kind of crazy, but solid tight end. Receiver wise, they should get a Devontae Adams upgrade. I don't know where they get more upgrades this year at receiver. I really don't, unless we see like a team of the week Greg Jennings again or a guy like that, maybe. But Aaron Jones running back. We should be getting an AJ Dillon upgrade at some point. Maybe like a AKA AJ Dillon. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe like the Quadzilla, whatever his nickname is. You have Rodgers, who will get an upgrade. No farm upgrade this year, most likely if EA does have morals. On defense, though, the main reason why this team is A tier is because of Charles Woodson. And in the game right now, he's the best corner in the game right now. So being able to add speed to the best corner in the game, I think has value. So 40-50 with some cheats, this team's gonna be really good. You have, Reggie White, you have Seth Joyner, Zadarius, Ray Nitschke. it's a good team. Micah Hyde also still very relevant in this game, especially on a theme team, and he does get a bunch of them. All the AFC East, the Packers. So I think Packers theme team has what it takes to be B tier. Yes, they have, I think, more holes than some of these other theme teams, but I just like the fact that you're able to boost the best corner in the game, and you have Micah Hyde and good pass rush, a solid user in Ray Nitschke. So that's why the Packers are going to be a B tier theme team. Yeah, let's keep moving. So next up is the Cardinals theme team. And before today, they probably would have been a C tier theme team because they have holes. I acknowledge that. They have holes on this team. But they also have some really high points on their team. The receivers, I really like. You get Crabtree, you get Larry Fitzgerald, you get Edgerrin James. On defense, you get to boost a guy like Night Train Lane, Patrick Peterson, some good pass rushers, and Dwight Freeney, Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, Seth Joyner, good card. You have Terrell Suggs, like a really good theme team, but they have their holes. Free safety, strong safety, I'd even say is a hole because you have the 5'9" Tyrann Mathieu. You can probably use both these guys as like box players if you want to, if you really had to. But yeah, they have their holes, but they have their strong suits, I would say. So before today, they probably would have been C tier because I think they would have had too many holes, no running back, stuff like that. But they got Edgerrin James today, one of the best cards in the game in general, a good pass catcher, good speed, good size, kind of checks off all the boxes. So before today, they probably would have been C tier, but today with Edgerrin James coming out, if I were to, rank these teams in B tier, they probably are one of the bottom ones, but they're just too strong to be in C tier. They have they like two receivers, a good back, good corners. Yeah, they're B tier. They're definitely B tier. Maybe you could debate them lower. I don't really know. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. So next up, we have a theme team that went crazy last year, and this year it seems to be a lot of the same, and that is the Rams theme team. So Dante Hall, he is on this team. Do I think he's worth buying? No, but he's on this team, and you can get him to potentially 94 speed, which, Dante Hall, yes, he's really small, but 94 speed, if you can get a player to that, even 93 speed is super crazy for the landscape of the game right now. It really is. I acknowledge that. I really do. But you got Eric Dickerson, you got Fitzmagic, you got a solid tight end with a little bit of a speed boost, a good offensive line. Cooper Kupp should be getting some upgrades. Maybe not soon, but he will get upgrades. You have good corners, Ramsey with a speed boost. You got Night Train Lane. You got Nolan Cromell, who's the best safety in the game right now. Good pass rush with, Von Miller and Deacon Jones and Aaron Donald and Merlin Olsen. So, yeah, the Rams theme team, they don't have that many holes. Even Taylor Rapp has good enough speed on a theme team where you could definitely use him. So, Rams theme team, I think they're A tier. I definitely do. They're going to get good potential upgrades. They're good right now. They have good playmakers. If you don't want to run Dickerson, you can run Jerome Bettis with a speed boost. So, yeah, I'm going to throw the Rams at A tier. They're a really, really nice theme team. And next up is the Jets theme team. And I don't know how the Jets theme team always stays relevant. I actually don't really understand it. But they are really good to start this year. Again, I don't understand how they do this. But offensive line, you can use 4 of the 5 guys. I still use Laken Tomlinson. Card's still really good. Not really good, but good enough. You know what I mean? So, you can run 4 of the 5 offensive linemen. You could, if you have Tom Compton, you can play him out of position. That would make no sense, though, because he gets an extra chem. But, they have a good offensive line. Cager, a good tight end, good size, good speed. You have LaDainian Tomlinson. You have, 2 good receivers, maybe even 3 receivers if you don't want to count Keyshawn Johnson. You want to go Sauce Gardner, Derek Mason with slot apprentice is still really good. Slot archetype. Does get some pretty good abilities as well as having that speed boost as your slot receiver. But 2 good outside receivers with 6'3" Sauce Gardner, 6'5" Plaxico Burress. Like I said, LaDainian. You kind of get a choice at quarterback. Do you want to run Ryan Fitzpatrick? Do you want to run, Michael Vick? It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. And on defense, you have good safeties with Steve Atwater, Joyner, Ronnie Lott, Jordan Whitehead, Darrelle Revis. You have Sauce Gardner. I would probably cheat at corner here on this team because you don't want to run a 5'9" corner. But just a really good team. I would say the only place this team does kind of fall apart is the pass rush linebacker category. But their secondary and their playmakers on offense are just so good where I think they have to be in S tier theme teams. Not S tier, A tier. A tier, not S tier. Definitely A tier for the Jets. If they had better pass rush, I would put them in S tier, but they just don't have that right now in this game. But good size at receiver, good speed at receiver, good size at corner, good speed at corner. So yeah, that's why they are A tier. And finally, the team that I think is the best theme team in the game, outside of the Legends, of course, is the Raiders. The receivers are solid. They're going to get upgrades too. They're still really good right now, though. You got Dickerson, you get Marshawn Lynch, you get Cordell Patterson. It's up to you. You have so much variety at running back, which usually the Raiders don't have. But they have variety there. Plunkett, they got a quarterback with Fearless now. Dave Casper, who everyone has, a potential Darren Waller upgrade, which is going to be crazy then too. You have Rod Woodson, you have ADHB Cordero Patterson, you have Ronnie Lott, you have the best corner in the game, you have Lester Hayes with a speed boost, you have Chandler Jones, Ted Hendricks, Derek Johnson, Warren. I mean, this team is just nasty. This team, all around, can do it all. I would probably maybe cheat at corner. Maybe that's where I'd cheat on this team, but they're just straight up nasty. And the most popular theme team in the game. If you boot up a Madden Ultimate Team game right now, I'd probably say 40% of the time you're either playing a Legends team or a Raiders team. That's just how it is. That's just what the game is right now. EA just consistently feeds the Raiders theme team. I feel like it's sometimes not their fault because so many players have played for the Raiders, in like the 90s, like in that kind of era. But still, I mean, they're number one. They're simply number one. Just so around to the pass rush, the secondary, the playmakers on offense that are only going to get better. So, yeah, that is the theme team tier list. I will try to make one the week after Team Diamonds in the first most feared drop. That's the plan. So if you're watching this video, then hopefully there might be an updated one already up on the channel. Yeah, there it is. Drop a comment down below. What do you guys think? What would you change? Who would you move up? Who am I sleeping on? I'm sure I'm sleeping on someone, so let me know. And by the way, the team behind the face cam is the Colts, if you were wondering. That's the Colts theme team. But yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.